Welcome to Wakaati Entertainment.GIST. On the headlines, Nollywood actor Laide Bakare calls out Eniola Badmus after public confrontation. DJ Cuppy speaks on feeling empty inside. Katy Perry, others, take all-female trip to space for 10 minutes, and in sport, NFF denies owing late Christian Chuku $128,000. And now the news in detail. Nollywood actress Laide Bakare has gone on Instagram to shame her colleague Eniola Badmus after the fought at a movie premiere in Lagos on Sunday night, April 13. Both women exchanged words when they met at the movie premiere, with Laide going as far as putting hands on Eniola. On Monday, April 14, Laide went on Instagram to share private messages between her and Eniola Badmus. In the chats, Eniola is seen slamming Laide for posting an unflattering photo of her, with Eniola tagging it an animalistic behavior. In the caption, Laide called Eniola an ingrate and told her she gave her her first major role when no one wanted to cast her because of her weight. In another post, Laide Bakare shamed Eniola and accused her of losing weight by undergoing a gastric bypass surgery. Some social media users have called their fight a publicity stunt, while others think it's actually real. Nigerian DJ and media personality Florence Otedola, also known as DJ Cuppy, has once again opened up about her evolving relationship with God, self-awareness, and what true success truly means. Cuppy, who had earlier talked about rediscovering her identity in Christ, returned with an even more profound revelation, one that strips away the glitz, fame, and curated perfection and instead centers on surrender, self-realization, and the quiet but radical transformation of faith. To be a follower of Christ means death to self. So if I think about the thing I'm most grateful for, it's actually self-awareness, Cuppy said. Speaking about her past, she said, "I actually cannot believe how successful I was by worldly terms, but how empty I felt inside." She is now focused on what she describes as death to self, a core Christian principle that calls for letting go of ego, worldly attachments, and self-reliance in exchange for a faith-led life. The worst thing is not being in a situation, but the worst thing is not realizing that you are actually in one, she said. "Honestly, I am so thankful that I realized not only that I was empty, but also what I needed to fill these holes." Nigerian music star Skales has reached 1 million Spotify listeners for the first time. The feat is due to the commercial resurgence of his hit track Shake Body, which was released 10 years ago. The song is enjoying a viral moment on TikTok, where users are dancing to it and helping contribute to its rising Spotify streams. Among notable influencers leading the current resurgence is FC Barcelona's football star Lamine Yamal, whose video showing off his curated dance moves to the song has gone viral on TikTok. Reports that the 16-year-old boasts 16 million followers on the platform, and one of his videos dancing to Skales' hit song has garnered over 126 million views. In the past few weeks, the song released in May 2014, which sparks an upbeat Afrobeat production with catchy pidgin English that calls on listeners to shake their bodies to the rhythm, has become the latest Nigerian song to go viral on TikTok. The recent resurgence is thanks to new DJ remixes, notably among which is Dutch DJ Undercover, whose skills recently officially praised on streaming platforms. This commercial resurgence is the latest in the history of old songs that have enjoyed TikTok's attention. Media personality and entrepreneur Stephanie Coker has called out agents in Lagos State over the outrageous fees they charge. She took to social media to call out what she described as exploitative and unregulated practices within the rental market, especially the now common viewing fee, a charge demanded by agents just to inspect the property. Lagos State needs to regulate housing agents. What exactly is this 20k viewing fee about? One even said the agency fee is 20%. They just wake up and make their own rules, knowing there's no regulation, so they can do as they please. It's unfair to prospective tenants, Coker lamented. Her comments instantly resonated with thousands of Lagosians who have long battled on this opaque, stressful, and often extortionate housing system. The uproar highlights a wider problem, a housing marketing operating like a Wild West, where desperate tenants are in the mercy of self-styled agents with no oversight and little resource. It's a pay-to-look situation with no receipt, accountability, and refunds. For many, these charges feel like a scam cloaked in legitimacy. You pay a fee to be shown homes that may not exist or already rented or fall far below promised standards. It's not uncommon for agents to collect money from multiple people for the same unit, banking on their ability to shuffle potential renters around and stall until one finally gives up. Singer Katy Perry on Monday, April 14, took a 10-minute trip on the Blue Origin New Shepard mission NS-31 alongside Jeff Bezos' fiancée, journalist Lauren Sanchez, television host Gayle King, filmmaker Karen Flynn, NASA rocket scientist Aisha Bowe, and civil rights activist Amanda Nguyen. Upon landing back to Earth, she broke down in tears, describing the experience as incredible. "I feel super connected to love, so connected to love that this experience has shown me you never know how much love is inside of you, how much love you have to give, and how loved you are until the day you launch." Perry, whose 4-year-old daughter Daisy was watching her mom's journey, brought along a special memento in honor of her child. "We had these incredible shots of Daisy watching you. She was so proud. She just kept saying, 'Mommy, Mommy,'" reporter Carissa Thompson told Perry, who teared up while holding a single daisy. "Why was it important to bring Daisy with you?" "Daisies are common flowers, but they grow through any condition," Perry said. "They grow through cement, they grow through cracks, and they grow through walls. They are resilient, they are powerful, they are strong. They are everywhere. Flowers are God's smile, but it's also a reminder of our beautiful earth and the flowers here and God's smile and the beautiful magic that is everywhere, all around us, even in a simple daisy. So I really appreciate it. Remember it and protect it." While in space, Perry sang "What a Wonderful World" with her all-female crew explaining the song's significance. "It's not about me," she said. "It's not about singing my songs. It's about a collective energy in there. It's about us. It's about making space for future women and taking up space and belonging. And it's about this wonderful world that we see right out there and appreciating it. It's all for the benefit of Earth." Perry kissed the ground immediately after landing, saying the experience is second to being a mom. "That's why it is hard for me to go, because that's all my world right there, and I have to surrender and trust that the universe is going to take care of me and protect me and also my family and my daughter. I'm filled up from being able to get that gift of being a mom, and to go to space is incredible, and I wanted to model courage and worthiness and fearlessness." According to Good Morning America, Perry and her fellow crew members underwent final training session at the rocket's launch site in Van Horn, Texas, a few days before the flight. The women debuted their Blue Origin flight suit on social media over the weekend, which featured the NASA patch, their last names, and the Blue Origin logo on navy jumpsuits. "Usually, these suits are made for a man, then they get tailored to fit a woman," Sanchez, who helped redesign the suits, told the New York Times. "I think the suits are elegant, but they also bring a little spice to space." And finally, in the world of sport, the Nigerian Football Federation has dismissed claims circulating on social media alleging that it owed late Nigerian football legend Christian Chukwu the sum of $128,000 prior to his death. Chukwu, a former Super Eagles captain and coach, passed away on Saturday, April 12 at the age of 74, prompting an outpouring of grief across the nation. In response to the allegations, NFF General Secretary Mohammed Sanusi said there was no record within the federation indicating any outstanding financial obligations to Chukwu. He described the claims as unfounded and urged anyone with verifiable proof of such debt to present it. There is no record in NFF of any outstanding indebtedness to Chairman Christian Chukwu. During the first term of the board headed by Mr. Amaju, a committee was set up to diligently peruse the papers of coaches who were being owed even from previous NFF administrations. Sanusi clarified that Chukwu served as head coach for the national team between 2002 and 2005 and was relieved of his duties after a 1-1 draw with Angola in a 2005 World Cup qualifier in Kano. He insisted that no financial claims from Chukwu's tenure remain unsettled. As a credible organization that is very much alive to its responsibilities, if we are confronted with any genuine document of indebtedness to any coach, we will offset the debt immediately, he added. Chukwu, fondly known as chairman for his commanding presence in the field, captained Nigeria in his historic 1980 Africa Cup of Nations triumph and left a lasting legacy as both a player and coach. His death has been widely mourned by family, friends, fans, and the wider Nigerian football community. And that's it on Wakaati Entertainment Gist. See you next time.